in. Good luck, have fun's coming out. Good fun, have lucks from Luna. As Oddity
It's got to be different, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oddity going to be banning out Jackal as the very first ban.
Wow, so potentially some roam game played into by Oddity. We know that Bank's such a large map, and well, it'll be modified quite substantially with Hibana off the board. Getting those hatches will be a much more significant challenge. Thermite and Maverick likely to see a lot of play.
Yeah, especially we've seen teams force those hatches open with the Maverick blowtorch. Followed up by a Valkyrie ban. Of course, we saw Valkyrie use to great effect on the last map of Coastline.
Easily the most impactful operator in the entire game.
Oh, yeah.
On Coastline. To round it all out, likely to be one of Maestro, Echo, or Mira. It is the Mira. So, still both Maestro and Echo in play. A lot of those on-site obstacle course obstacles that you mentioned earlier that we're going to have to deal with. Very frustrating, very utility... what's it? Highly consuming utility? That word? Whatever. It takes a lot of utility to get rid of Echo and Maestro devices, so we'll probably see a lot of that.
Utility hogs.
There you go.
Don't share it around.
No, not at all. Uh-oh. Look at that. I love this. They've all got the SIN tags. That stands for TBA, obviously.
In Australian.
Yeah, it's just an Australian thing. Looks like it's a 6-pick away from the line onto the Buck. Are we really going to lose the Echo? Okay, sorry, lose the Maestro in favor of Echo. That makes sense, I guess. Like,
1 for 1, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much the same role. I guess that the slight thing here is just that, you know, they might not have an IQ as promptly looking for those yokais.
Well, into the first prep phase. Here we go. Interesting to see this hatch opened up there by whoever was, I think it was Vast who did that one.
So this is clearly already part of a specific strat that Oddity want to employ. They ban out the Jackal to allow for some more roam game. They're using a lot of off-site reinforcements in that elevator hallway, castle barricades upstairs, an open hold into server. Yeah. Some open rotations as well into open area, admin office.
What is Echo doing up here?
What is the Echo doing with the hollow sites? My question.
Todd's ACOG, what's the word when you shun it?
I don't know, non-believer?
Yeah, he doesn't believe in the power of the cog.
Wow, so this isn't looking a lot like a typical downstairs defense, is it? We have a lot of presence off-site that TBA will have to deal with. No Jackal in hand and not really much roam clearing or information gathering utilities such as, you know, your Dokkaebi, Jackal, Lion. Be a serious challenge to do the droning and entering and clear out Oddity Esports.
Well, Arnie going to be opening up into stock trading. Surely had some drones heading in front of him. Now we saw the Echo post up here, so they should be able to gather that information that that's where he is. Very common angle he's taking right now to shut down anyone trying to rotate back to site or rotate up. Yeah, there's that Echo drone.
Todd has a lot of information though, especially, most importantly, on that hatch that Maverick is opening. Will allow all the players in open area to be aware of that position and not get caught off guard. Arnie doesn't in fact get yokai'd, but Red is there to take it down. 2 players from Oddity on this roam, moving together. Great team chemistry at the moment.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. You know, the use of utility and information to allow them to aggress and get a kill. And look, Maverick's got his back turned as if he hasn't realized fish that guy. Someone died behind you.
He's so preoccupied with this open area at the moment. He sees one player in the admin office. Oh, lands a shot or two, but jumps down and he wants to capitalize. Doesn't realize how much open this entire area is. This is a very big risk at the moment. Moving on through, God Legion finds the second kill for his team. And that's going to be a complete default back to site. How does God Legion secure that as well? A beautiful reload as well from the Mozzie. And we have just the one player left. It's Copper and back, the star fragger for TBA, but he has the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Yeah, and only 4 more to find. It couldn't be simpler, really. He's going to jump onto the side. That's another. 3 more to go, but oh, there's God Legion from above to take him on out and secure the first round for Oddity. That was dominant, wasn't it?
This is the look of a team that has done their dry runs, has done their stratting, they've practiced their setups, and they've also scrimmed it enough that they have that chemistry down. They know when to make these rotations. There was always 2 players standing together among Oddity, and a perfect execution on that defense. They go up 1.
It could, I don't know, Fisher guy missing those shots, like maybe a bit of jitters. First time on Pro League, first time on Rainbow Six channel.
Maybe.
First.
Fisher guy is a very good player.
Yes, and he's one of the guys that really grinds those aim training kind of games, isn't he?
He's always posting about it on Twitter. If you like aim training videos, things that just look inhumane, go follow Fisher guy.
And then we see a shot miss like that.
Yeah, I know. Well, how much does that really make the difference? I mean, yes, Rainbow Six is a game about tapping heads, but it's also a team game. It's a game about strategy. That's exactly what we saw from Oddity. Like, how many times was a player from TBA killed not in a gunfight, but from behind or while they were distracted? That's the name of the game for Rainbow Six.
Like the very first kill onto Arnie, he was found while he was, gooed and also echoed, and there was 2 players walking up together, one behind the other, just to go and kill him. Like, it was such a good team synergy play. There was 3 people involved in that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For just 1 kill, maybe more.
And they even re-established that Legion mine on the stairs afterwards.
Yeah.
Oddity with the big brain at the moment. Defending this top floor can be a bit hit and miss, though. I love this. So this was actually something Raven told me about, and I do it all the time in raids now, to actually allow that Mozzie to stay a little bit more hidden and also increase the area of effect. You open up the top half. You shoot a hole in the floorboards, you open up the top floorboard, and you place the Mozzie inside the floor. Increases the effective radius without just putting it on the floor normally. Makes it harder to see as well.
Yeah, harder to just shoot on out. Arnie rappelling on these lobby windows. Going to open up one of the castle barricades. But surely no one from Oddity will be peeking him in this position.
This top floor hold can be very effective, but it's also a bit risky. And well, it's Todd to find the first kill.
There's
good
the
garage run out. Does find that player on those west-facing windows. So good information gathering, good rotation, and Copper is ready to catch him off guard if he comes up the main stairs, though.
Just a read, isn't it? Oh, someone's repelled. They've opened up the garage window. All right, Todd, run out of garage.
No attempted refrag.
Well, was that some damage to the wall there by Fisher guy onto Vast? I think it might have been.
So Oddity now, they know they're in this advantage, and they know that TBA are waiting for a player to fall into their sightlines, and so Oddity decide, well, let's just play patient. We don't have to move. When the timer gets to 0, we're the ones who win.
That was a nice throw there from Fisher with his drone. See what he can see now. Not much from Oddity. They're playing very passively now, aren't they?
Just waiting. They know they don't have to make the first move. Copper, though, we know is a good shot.
The timing here.
He may well find this player inside the elevator, but no, they don't peek him.
Ooh.
He gets taken out by God Legion, though, a good player in his own right. Fisher guy's stun grenade just too late. Another player pushes up, and Vast takes him down. A great position inside the elevator, still allowed to roam free. Just 2 players left for TBA. Fisher guy on Banana.
Oh, Luna.
Great position from Luna. That's the excellent kill, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and it is just Luna now. But no, Redolent to finish things off there with the C4. This is surely a toss and a half. Oof.
Love that one.
Yeah.
Great job from Oddity again.
They
TBA
have.
had... There you go.
I was going to say, they've come out the gate swinging, haven't they? Both these rounds, very dominant.
Yeah, TBA have had some good moves as well, but Oddity always that one step ahead. Always able to quickly react and jump out of garage and kill that player and they had the information on. Everything from Oddity is always calculated. You know, Vast was peeking from the elevator when he knew who was going to win the fight, and when he thought he might not, he wasn't peeking, not giving anything back for TBA.
Till he got shot in the butt.
Yeah, it was a great play from Luna.
See, that hatch was opened up to allow him to rotate out if things get a bit too spicy in there, but it's used against him.
Someone turned up the heat underneath him.
Yep. All right, back to Tellers this time.
Dock pick, not something I would typically see on this bomb site.
Is it perhaps that they've been seeing that, someone's been rappelling on the lobby, so they want to try and take that long-range fight against him?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised. I would expect God Legion likely to be playing upstairs, and wow, Oddity really liking this castle.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Castle. You know my thoughts.
You're not a fan, but hey, Oddity's making it work, especially on this map. You know, a lot of great positions for Castle barricades, especially on those upper windows. We saw Vinny placing barricades upon, helping you to deny those long lines of sight from upstairs. God Legion currently paving the way for his team with 4 kills, 0 deaths. I told you he was going to be that star fragger, and he's doing an excellent job so far.
Alright, so this is Luna on the line this time. It was Copper last time, and it was teased out in the first round.
Luna Lion.
Luna Lion. But look where God Legion's playing. He's just trying to deny someone coming into the offices here.
MP5 with the ACOG. Excellent weapon at long range. Really one of the few weapons on defense which can hold a candle to a lot of the attacker rifles in these long-range gunfights where damage doesn't always matter. It's just about that one tap on the head. MP5, very low recoil, and with that long sight optic, incredibly good in those long-range fights.
Oh.
Copper being flanked. He's caught between a rock and a hard place, but still alive somehow. Ani there to support. Still this top floor presence being pushed.
Yeah, now Copper and Ani can team up and push forward down the hallway here. Fusion
making
has
the
been
entry.
found. Oh, that's a free kill. Vast is not looking the right way. Looks like the castle may have been seen there. And there we go. Copper to finish him off as well. In tandem with that Lion charge, the EE1D doing his work. Todd is going to find Luna, who was downed, however, putting us into a 4-on-3. So that's 1 for 2. It's not the greatest for Oddity.
Good salvage, but TBA made an excellent take onto that top floor, finishing off those last few players. Oddity didn't have the information. TBA had the patience. Still Oddity, mostly on site. That one player off site now as TBA opens up the roof above them. Oddity players will be feeling the heat, ducking and weaving between these holes. TBA just desperately searching for a player to find.
Well, a minute on the clock now. Head into the final third here. Arnie's going to be making the play through lobby. So many angles he has to be aware of. God Legion on site. He's going to dip, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge some of those bullets.
Manages to arrive safely inside of admin as well, and time's ticking away. TBA still yet to find their pick, but eventually it does come through. Told the last remaining site player is eliminated, but Oddity may well have the position they need for a retake. Plant's still not going down. It's in the hands of Fisho Guy with the diffuser. He's still not in the site, and TBA too late. They're not aware of any site presence. They don't know where the last players are. They don't know they're both off site.
This is the point where they really need a drone just going through site to make sure it's safe. It isn't anymore as Red has gotten back to the bomb site, but it is a 1-on-4. If this plant can be denied, can Red stay alive? He peeks.
No!
Oh, he's going to find the planter. 4 seconds on the clock and 1 HP. He's going to clutch it. No! Yes, he is. He has done it, Dev. The 1-on-4, the 1 HP, and another round on the board.
When you have the weight of the world on your shoulders and all you're going to do is the absolute minimum to win the round, just take out that one player, down the planter, and then go and hide. You could see that. He had his heart in his throat. We'll see the replay. This spray transfer is so essential.
He doesn't even finish him. He just downs him and runs away.
He runs out of bullets in the primary. If he had even attempted a reload or to finish off that player, it would have been the end of the story. What a round.
TBA will be kicking themselves for the next 5 days after that one, I reckon. Like, that was such an unfortunate round to lose.
Well, if you recall, the last time we saw these teams go up against each other, it was just in one of the final play days of the previous season, Pro League Season 9, and TBA had an incredibly strong performance on Clubhouse up, and then Oddity had a bit of a comeback, and then it was, what, a 4 versus 1 or a 5 versus 1 in the final round. Plant going down by TBA, and Todd 1 versus 4 clutches with Caveira. And I don't think I have ever seen a team more tilted out of their mind than TBA in that moment. Well, that's got to be what they're feeling right now. Oddity just have this ability to 1 versus 4 TBA.
It's like the special ability that they can call on whenever they need.
You've activated my trap card.
But TBA, right? 50, what is it, 30 seconds on the clock. It's a 1-on-4. They spend 20 seconds just sitting outside the bomb site, not doing anything. Who's got a drone? Toss it out, just whiz it through the bomb site. All right, it's clear, boys. We can go plant.
And let's say you don't have a drone. Would you rather push in and potentially, you know, lose one player, but then refrag at 30 seconds to go, at 20 seconds to go, or at 5 seconds to go? You just need to do it as early as possible.
Yeah.
If you establish that no one has a drone, you need to get it going, because in the end, it was time that in fact won the round for Oddity.
Yeah, it is the defender's greatest asset, that's for sure.
Never thought of it like that, but how poetic and true. Still, the downstairs defense for Oddity once again. They decide to not continue that castle strat.
Only the one hard breacher for them. I'm surprised they didn't bring a Maverick.
Maybe it's because they were expecting the same kind of hold again, and they thought they didn't need as many hard breaches. And the irony here is that Oddity have completely flipped the switch. They've gone from a roam strategy where they don't really contest on these hatches very much to, all right, let's just play something very, you know, stock standard, reinforce all the hatches, reinforce everything. We even got a Kaid to help with those hatches. TBA maybe at a bit of a loss.
On the bright side for TBA, they do have a Thatcher, so those Kaid charges are not going to, you know, be long for this world.
Just the 2 thermite charges. You have to be very selective about where you want to breach. They've opened up that main hatch into the A bomb site. Copper searching for utility. He spots out that one Maestro Dice. That'll be a priority for him to take out with a Thatcher grenade.
Well, you know, wall opened up nice and early. How much denial do we have here? We've got a couple of C4s and a smoke grenade.
Still, Oddity have plenty of plant denial. Red finds one. It's Copper as well. A very substantial player for TBA, and he's just taken out in a gunfight through that long angle from Garage.
You know, I like what God Legion's doing there, having that C4 pre-ripped, so there's no audio cue for when he tosses it out. They get the information he's planning. He's going to go for it.
Oh, no! Yes, it was a good idea, but it didn't work out in the end. But Redland gets 2 more kills. Still, the plan is secured by Vicious. He takes a substantial amount of damage, but gets away scot-free. Just him and Arnie, both very low HP. Oddity in such a good position. God Legion finds the kill. Just Arnie left, and surely this is it.
No way you can win it from here.
Oddity, a flawless round here, a simple defuse. What's Arnie going to do about it? Absolutely nothing.
Nope, not flawless.
Damn, that's a real bummer. I really wanted that flawless round. Ah, well, what a great round, though, for Oddity. TBA, some nice ideas, but you know, even despite that first missed C4 from Oddity, very convincing round.
Oh, yeah. So 4 on the trot for Oddity as they're going to head back to Executive. Has it really been like, it hasn't been Oddity all the way. TBA, of course, they came very close in the previous round, and
yeah, that Teller's attack looks pretty good, and it's in all likelihood we'll go there again. If we see Oddity Esports win on Executive, we're likely to rotate onto Teller's next. Unless if Oddity have an open area kitchen strategy that they want to show us.
Seeing that Capitao come out finally, you know, we've seen him banned every game until now, haven't we?
That's right, it may be the difference maker for TBA. Copper and back. He's done some good work so far on the Thatcher, but deciding to switch on and potentially make some use of that Capitao utility. A lot of the time with Capitao, yeah, he's a good general operator, very versatile, but his utility really excels when you have a specific idea of where you want to use it. I'm trying to think, where do you want to use your incendiary bolts on this side? My best bet is elevator. Yeah. Other than that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, they had trouble flushing someone out from elevator. Remember, there was the rotate down. I was thinking more of like if someone's giving you a hard time in janitor.
Yeah. You could even place one down if to prevent a run out from janitor.
Or potentially on like the windows next to the hallway. You know, like the empty windows.
Yeah, I getcha. Interior windows on Banana.
Yeah, just near Banana.
For those who don't know, Banana is that curved balcony inside with the red carpet right near where Fisher Guy is spraying right now. Lovely name. I love callouts like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Just adds to the authentic experience, doesn't it?
does. You can see that indicator Luna's feeling. Oh, she almost loses her drone to the Maestro turret, but
Oh.
no, in fact it's Vast, the Maestro himself, who loses his head.
Is this like the first time we've seen a first pick come from TBA? I feel like every other first pick has been for Oddity.
I think you're right. See, God Legion's keen to fight one back. Wants to peek this. Knows that there may well be a rappel on the side of the building, but a bit too cautious to make it happen. It's an amazing Echo drone. I don't think I've ever seen something like that.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, that's not the default, Cam.
No, it's an Echo drone. An unbelievable position. Unfortunately for Oddity, it's now been revealed to the world. So
to get it up somewhere like that, surely you have to throw it onto the top
lamp.
of a light. Yeah,
I think so.
Oh, the rappel down in lobby. This is not something we normally see, and it's been done so successfully.
Spider-Man and his fiends have taken control of the lobby now. TBA, for the first time, you know, banana control as well. They've flushed out the player from Elevate. Everything's looking up.
Well, not so far, though, as God Legion will find Fisho Guy. Copper wants to take that fight, but Vinny will win it with a flank. That's flipped the advantage just like that, Dev.
TBA, it's a very singular pronged push, and now they've opened even more angles for them to hold and to worry about. Oddity can play patiently. They know they don't need to go for a flank just yet. They know there are so many opportunities for them to retake. They just have to wait for TBA to make the first step and the first mistake.
Well, drones are just getting shut down really early, aren't they, by Oddity?
The information economy is just not there. TBA have no information. They can't find a grasp of anything to move in, and God Legion's still finding these angles. Todd turns it into a 1 versus 4. Luna, last woman standing, and Shill's taken down as well. Todd to finish that round off. It's looking like we might be staring down a flawless half for Oddity.
Well, there's only one more round that they have to put up on the board, and if, you know, past history has anything to go by, we're going to see another clutch for a round from Oddity.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised here if they go tellers. Come on. You know, you didn't give me cafe, you have to give me this. Sorry, not tellers, I'm in open area, right? You know, switch it up. No, they're going to go tellers again? All right.
Keep them guessing.
Ah, well. They're not going to mix it up too much. Just give us what we've seen last time. TBA did very well on this attack until they lost a 1 versus 4.
Yep. So, as you said, TBA, no information gathered at all. Like, how can they fix this, Dev?
It's so hard to say. You know, they're just... They can't throw their drones in. They're getting shot when they really know they need information most. They put it through a normal avenue where there's a player already holding that position. I think that the information needs to come more from just taking control of more portions of the map. Can't just do a lobby push.
Are they playing too simply?
I think it just... A straight lobby push so very rarely works. You know, they are relying on getting these picks early in the round. They found the 1, but I don't think that's enough.
I also think this Mozzie's doing great for denying them information.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually astounded by how much Mozzie we've seen. I'm looking forward to seeing the pick stats come out.
Yeah, well, I really didn't think Mozzie would be that prevalent in Pro League.
A lot of players I was talking to really thought expected the Mozzie, not so much the Gridlock, but the Mozzie to be a keen feature in the Pro League season, and it turns out they were correct.
Fisher Guy, long range angle to take out the camera. Arnie getting to the roof.
He got it.
Nice and safely.
Well done. I always miss that jump.
So Luna's turn to repel by the garage then.
The sledge is a nice touch. Can take out those castle barricades, but as we mentioned the other day, it's not Mignola. You can't throw it and take down those castle barricades from a distance. You'll have to get nice up and personal.
No one really wants to challenge Luna on that repel either. Like,
I think that's the right choice for Oddity at the moment.
Yeah. Unless we're going to see another run out from a garage by Todd. See, I think this is better, right? They're using their utility up above to try and force their way into sight.
I think that Oddity may well be playing more of the patience game. They want TBA to try to go for a plant because they're ready to receive. They want to go for use that vertical pressure when it comes down to it.
Oh, here goes Todd on another flank. Are they ready? No. 2 quick kills, Vinny included. There's another one by Vast. TBA are crumbling right here, Dev.
That's just the top floor we're looking at. Moving on downstairs. Still defaulting back to site, and once again, TBA unaware of what's clear and what's not. Oddity may well have rotated up from those east stairs, and oh god, Legion secures that kill as well. Visho guy, what are you doing? Just Vicious now to at least scrape away 1 attack round for his team. It's a freebie onto God Legion, but an attempted reflag may well come out. Ooh. No, Vicious finds 2. Just 3 more to go. Still, it's a big ask.
Gonna try and grab the diffuser, although at this point you really feel he just has to go 4 kills. He's got plenty of time to work with, so it's definitely doable, but well, we saw a few 1v3s, but not to happen. Vast finish things off, and flawless defensive round.
Yeah, what a performance.
He saw the feet.
Yeah, you got to aim for those ankles. So what do we say for TBA at the moment? We were looking at the most even game. That's what I kept saying. I kept saying this is the most even game that we'll have seen so far, and potentially one of the more even games in the Pro League season as a whole. We're talking about last season's 4th and 5th. Maybe this season they won't retain those placements.
Well, I think that Oddity have just massively improved. I think that's what we're looking at.
Do you think it's, you know, map specific? Do you think it's strat specific, and as soon as the team starts vodding them and counters them, it'll be done? Or do you think that we're really going to look at Oddity potentially scraping away and moving up in the standings 3rd place, maybe even 2nd place to challenge Auglis?
I think what Oddity have done here is that they've have multiple strats for multiple bomb sites, right? So that they can keep switching things up and keep things fresh, and that becomes so much harder to counter strat.
And I think that a lot of the simple basics for Oddity have been vastly improved, you know. No pun intended again. You know, the information gathering, the drone utility, the economy of the drones. Look at all these pre-placed drones in the prep phase.
It's not just the information gathering, but what they do with that information as well. They are acting off it and making the right plays off it as well.
They're acting together as well. Like, look at this. We have drones everywhere from Oddity. I remember one time hearing an interview with Fabian talking about droning, and he says if his team loses 1 drone during the prep phase, they have failed their prep phase. All of them need to be placed into useful positions so that at the start of the round, you don't have to wait for your drone to get in position. It's just already there.
And you did just see the scoreboard right there. It is a bleak look for 3 of the TBA members. 3 kills between them. Copper, the main fragger, as you will, has been standing out, of course, 5 and 5.
Proving that his name is indeed ironic. Oh, yes. This is my favorite. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's such a good skin, isn't it?
Yeah, the skin. I mean, the skin, the shotgun, the whole shebang, right? Still an ADS in his pocket. If this ADS gets wasted, he can juggle it. I just love this. I don't know. It's a bit of a risk, though. He's going to place the second one down now. Exposed for just a moment. There is a Thatcher on Oddity. Could potentially take down the Kaid charge on the hatch and both ADSs at one time. Oh, no. They've got Vast on the Thatcher, though. We've had some questionable Thatcher moments for Vast in the past.
So they are aware of the Jaeger on server stairs.
Like, they have a frag grenade and an EMP. That's all you need to kill this player.
Or at least force him back.
At the very least, you can take down the shield. I don't think Oddity have drawn out that player yet, and this seems to be an oversight for me. You need to know the state of blue stairs. Is Copper really going to default back? He's feeling the pressure, but he's about to walk into someone holding this angle. No way.
Oh, he's well aware that that's a possibility.
No! Copper! If he had stayed in blue stairs, he might have made the difference, but Oddity don't even have to check blue stairs now as they've taken out that Jaeger player for free. Things looking very much poor for TBA.
It is only 50 seconds on the clock, though. Like, I can't really fault him for wanting to default back at that time. Still lots of droning going out here from Oddity. They are waiting for the right time to pounce.
Measuring twice. When will the cut happen? A perfect Maverick call for the plant. Deployed by Oddity. Todd, I believe he's checked he can walk through that one. Maestro device will need to be dealt with. Redolent going to start this plant potentially. No, it's a bit of a bait. There you go. Vinny's grenade will take down that Maestro device. Things are looking to be.
Here comes the smoke.
It's the final moments of the round. 15 seconds left, and TBA perfectly denying this plant. Redolent takes a huge amount of damage, but he gets in fast with the opening kill. Another one down on the ground for TBA. But Fisho Guy fights back. Diffuser going down so close. If this Diffuser can go down, that might make the round. It gets on the ground. There's 2 players left, and that's the game for Oddity. What a stellar performance. 7-0. A flawless game on bank.
Well, heck, that's all I got to say. It was an absolutely massive performance from Oddity. TBA played their game. They did everything right, but Oddity played way better.
That's the best Oddity we've ever seen. I don't know what they were feeding these guys on the boot camps. Actually, I do, because I had dinner with them one time. Korean barbecue, by the way. It was great.